I am Sheila Walsh, Program Coordinator of the Radio Humber Diploma Program here at Humber College. Welcome to On the Radio, a webisode feature where we speak with industry experts and Humber alumni on all things radio. Today I speak with Tatiana King. Welcome to On the Radio! Yay! So today we had this lovely woman visiting us. This is Tatiana King from G98 visiting career prep class with 1 month to go before you guys all head out and try to get her job. Just kidding. So thank you very much for coming in today, Tatiana. And you said a bunch of great things. So I'm just going to kind of throw back some of the things that you were mentioning during your lecture, and maybe you can elaborate a little bit on them. First of all, you have a lot of titles. The quote was, "1 million people stuck in this one body." And I'm just going to kind of talk about some of the ones, and I'm sure we're not even covering them all. Host, radio personality, blogger, promotions, ad publicist, I don't know if that's ad publicist, account exec, social media manager, public relations, contributing editor-in-chief.
Yeah.
That's exhausting.
It's so exhausting. So that all those titles is in this one body, it's hard. It's really hard to sort of, keep it straight also. But one of the ways that I do is just by, putting reminders in my phone, Post-it notes, and I utilize my Outlook a lot for the calendar stuff to keep everything in order. But yeah.
So what's on your business card? All of those, or are you picking the top three you think you do?
The services that I offer through Go To Girl Media are all sort of on the back of the card. It's kind of like infused into the card. It's really actually really beautiful. But I think the main things would be host, account manager, and then like media relations, more or less, because under media relations there's a lot of those titles that I have that kind of fall under that.
Okay, we were talking about diversity is so important because behind the camera here is Justin and Adam. You guys can make a couple of bit of noise there. Yeah, woo. Okay, and how they're bringing into radio their TV skills,
right?
And we were just talking how that's important to be able to diversify, and you clearly are a great representative of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is really important to diversify because a lot of times these companies, they are downsizing, and unfortunately some people are losing jobs. But if they can look within the organization and find people that are multi-talented or skilled in more than one area, then you can kind of wear more than one hat and you're more of an asset to the company. So that's part of the reason why there are so many hats that I wear, because I wanted to be more of an asset or somebody that the company didn't really want to let go of because of those hats or skills that I have.
Okay, indestructible. Okay, another quote you had was babysitting executives, which I really like that term.
Right.
What did you learn babysitting executives?
A lot. One of the main things is there are so many different types of executives with different needs. Some need to be pushed more than others. Some need to be sort of left alone. It varies from executive to executive, but one of the key things to being an executive babysitter or an executive assistant really is just being organized and communicating as effectively and as best as you possibly can. These executives are in and out of the office all the time, so you sort of need to get them, sit them down, get the information that you need out of them, and move.
Are you learning anything for you as a brand, though, from what they're doing? Are you taking some skill sets away and, without them really realizing you're observing them in their natural environment, right?
Definitely. I'm literally like a sponge. So although I'm there supporting them, my hands are touching a lot of documents and material, and obviously it's all confidential, but I am taking away so much just about being a professional, when you're pitching, especially on the sales side. So for the account management that I do for G98 FM, there's a lot of skills that I'm learning from the executives that I'm supporting in the day that I can take in to when I'm dealing with a client at G98, or even guests that we have at the show for the African Groove Show.
I don't think we actually established what it is you do, because we launched right into all
Yeah.
the roles you do. But
Right.
you are a host at G98.7,
Right.
a host of the African Groove Show, which
Yep.
you said had 80,000 listeners, which is pretty great for a small
Amazing.
little station.
Absolutely.
So congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. And then you also do sales accounting. You're a sales account manager there.
Yep.
I always want to say sales rep, but I know that's not the term used
Right.
today. Plus you help with the executive assistant role there, and then you have this side gig, Go To Girl. So
exactly.
good for you.
MissGoToGirl.com and then Go To Girl Media.
Excellent.
Right.
The Strong Survive. How about that quote? What did that mean to you when you said that?
The strong survive. Because the industry is so competitive and there's so many of us that are going for the one job. The strong survive. Those are the ones that keep going. Those are the ones that are pushing. Those are the ones that, if they can't get in through the front door, they're coming in through the back door. A lot of times I had to come in through the back door for things and kind of like push my way through. And you have to be strong mentally and emotionally, because there are a lot of moments where things don't work out, deals fall through, you don't get that opportunity, and you need to be able to be strong enough to move on to the next gig. So the strong survive in this business.
Excellent. Okay, and individuality.
Individuality, super important, especially in media, because you need that one thing that is going to set you apart from your colleagues. So specifically for the students in this classroom, there needs to be a distinction between each of them, and there needs to be that, and it needs to be authentic, like a real special thing or skill or quality that each of them have to really set them apart. Because, you know, when these employers are going through these resumes, after a while, they start to sort of look the same. So there needs to be something special, something unique that you can run with and sell.
What would you define as your individuality?
Well, for me, there's a lot of different things, but I'm African. I'm from Ghana, but my name's not African. I don't look African. I don't have an African accent. I grew up in London, Ontario, so I'm kind of an odd African, I guess, so to speak. And I'm only saying that just because I'm thinking back to the African Groove Show. Like, you know, when I first started, they're like, who is this girl, right? And my catchphrase is Miss Go-To-Girl, the spice of Africa, very spicy. So that's like one of the things, like I say things that will kind of throw you off. And I'm definitely a spicy character for sure. So that's one of my things.
Okay, good. And finally, I really like this one. The plan was to win.
The plan was to win, and the plan still is to win more. You have to, and I emphasize to the classroom, like you have to make up your mind, because time waits for nobody in this business. Like it's not a wishy-washy thing. Like it's either you're in or you're out, and it's either you want to succeed or become complacent or be a winner. What do you want to do? And I made up my mind that I wanted to win. So the journey continues. I mean, it's not over. There's still so much that I want to do in this business. But I think I'm definitely well on my way for sure.
I think so too. You've done
Thank
great
you.
so far.
Thank
you so much for today. Tatiana King, everybody, from G98.7 and Miss Go-To Girl. Bye.